I don't know where to begin about how they misused Vegeta on Dragon Ball GT. Vegeta in Dragon Ball GT was used like shit. I've even talked about Dragon Ball GT 3 or 4 years ago on how they ruined these characters and made these characters look like chumps on there, even though they was pretty strong. They was pretty strong as fuck on Dragon Ball GT, but I just didn't like how they used Vegeta. I just didn't like how they used the guy, even though Toriyama didn't really had no connections with Dragon Ball GT. He didn't have no connection with it at all. It was just some people out there who didn't have a fucking clue what to do with these characters. They just want to just make money off of them and just be going by their business. You know what I'm saying? But looking back at Dragon Ball GT on Vegeta, Vegeta was poorly used bad. Number one, I didn't like his outfit. He looked like a fucking biker gang or something, like he's in a biker club gang or something like that. I mean, it was just a lot of things that went wrong with Vegeta. And then you had Baby possessing him and taking over his body. Like, what was that? Couldn't they think of a better idea instead of just having them possessing Vegeta and taking over Vegeta's body and all that stuff like that? And then here's the thing right here that really hurted Vegeta's character. And I even said this before, when they used that machine on Vegeta for Vegeta to transform into a Super Saiyan 4, he actually needed help to become a Super Saiyan 4 from a machine. Now, the Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z would have been disgusted. He would have been disgusted. He would have been like, you know what? Fuck this damn machine. I'm going to work my ass off to become a Super Saiyan 3 or 4 without any machine's help. You know what I'm saying? He's going to work his ass off and prove that he's a true Saiyan. He doesn't need a machine to help him get stronger. Sure, Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z has trained under the gravities back in the Android saga. He was just trying to get himself stronger. But Vegeta didn't never needed a machine to help him gain powers. You know what I'm saying? To go to the next level of a Saiyan. To the next level of a stage of a Saiyan. He didn't never needed that. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that hurt Vegeta on Dragon Ball GT. He needed a freaking machine to transform into a Super Saiyan 4. And it didn't really make sense. Now, they said in Dragon Ball Z, in the universe, in Dragon Ball GT's world, that in order to become a Super Saiyan 4, you have to be a Super Saiyan. So Vegeta was already a Super Saiyan 1 and 2, so which means that he could transform into a Super Saiyan 4, but he had to have a freaking machine to do it, though. He had to have a freaking machine. I mean, it just really sounded, it was just really stupid, in my opinion. It was really stupid. Vegeta wasn't able to become a Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball GT, but yet he could become a Super Saiyan 4. How the fuck can you become a Super Saiyan 4, but not a Super Saiyan 3? That's just like Goku becoming a Super Saiyan 1, and all of a sudden he can transform into a Super Saiyan 3, but he can't transform to a Super Saiyan 2. Now, how stupid does that sound? Dragon Ball GT really fucked up on a lot of things. And you know what? I tried to go back and watch some of the Dragon Ball GT, but I just be shaking my head. I just be disgusted with it. I sit there and watch a little bit of Dragon Ball GT every now and then, but I don't watch the whole thing. I just really be disgusted with the whole thing. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Goku becoming a little kid again. That really took away all the momentum, and then putting all the spotlight on him on Dragon Ball GT and not put it on the rest, really hurted all the other characters. Hurted Gohan, hurted Goten, you know what I'm saying, Trunks. It really hurted those guys. Those people who did Dragon Ball GT absolutely had no fucking clue what to do with these characters whatsoever. And that's why Dragon Ball GT is going to go down in the history of one of the worst animes of all time. Well, I wouldn't say one of the worst animes. Instead of calling it GT, they should have called it Garbage Trash, because that's what it is. Dragon Ball Garbage Trash. And actually, I don't even know what the hell GT means. But to me, it means garbage trash, because that is what Dragon Ball GT stands for. Garbage trash.